something new. So my name's Colette. If you don't already know that, I started Balancing Cannabis, which is my platform, about 2 years ago. I stumbled across this practice after I had been meditating for many years and smoking weed for many more years, but never mixing those two things together. And so over time, I was on my own journey of healing. I was ready to be done with my suffering and done with my bullshit. So I was doing a lot of intentional work on healing myself, but I kept running up against this wall. I kept hitting this wall and didn't really know how to kind of overcome it or get past it. So one day I was just like, fuck it, let's just smoke some weed and meditate and see what happens. And I literally had the most profound spiritual experience of my life. And so that moment is where cannabis meditation was born. That's where it came from. And so from there, it has evolved drastically as I've evolved drastically in the 2 years since this practice has been cultivated. I have used this practice with intention to heal myself of my depression, of my anxiety. I've learned about myself in so many intimate ways through this practice that I believe in it with such conviction, that this is my whole life. And so now that I have people that are coming through the work and doing the practice and doing my trainings and getting equipped and understanding what's happening in this practice, I'm seeing the reflection and hearing testimonies about how deeply profound this practice is when leveraged with intention, with consciousness, and with a humble heart in order to heal and to grow and evolve and embody. So a couple of things I want to touch on before we begin. First of all is that I do not condone or encourage the illegal or underage use of cannabis. And so if you are here, that means that you are a legal consenting adult. And if you are in an illegal state, then that you are taking on that own liability and risk on your own. I'm not responsible for just anything, pretty much. This is a donation-based practice. So if you feel called to make a donation, it contributes into the mission that I am on to share this practice with as many people as possible. So I don't expect or have an expectation of donations, but if you believe in the practice, it's so helpful, and I would be so gracious to receive any donations. Any little bit helps just continue to move this movement forward. So you can make a donation over Venmo or PayPal if that feels appropriate to you. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk, I have a list of things, and it's like, I want to remember all the things to say. The next thing is that if you are really resonating with this practice and you want to go a little bit deeper, then the next level is my workshops. So every month I do a workshop focused on a different energy center in the body. And this month happens to be Mother's Day, which is perfect, but we're focusing on the heart. Yay. So we're going to talk about unconditional love. We're going to talk about the energy of love, the vibration or the frequency of love, what it is, why it's healing, and how to tap into it. The workshop does include a cannabis meditation. It's a beautiful space to learn and to experience and to ask questions and to connect to a community. So if you're interested, I'd love to have you at that one. I have also been getting multiple requests recently from women about repeating my workshop focused on healing sexual shame and sexual trauma. And so I think that I am going to, yes, I know my ladies in the crowd are like, yes, we've been waiting. So tentatively mark your calendar for May 30th, which is the end of the month. Obviously. For May 30th, I'm going to hold a women's only specialty workshop focusing on liberating sexual shame, sexual trauma, and liberating that out of the womb space and connecting into a divine feminine, a divine sacred element. So May 30th, put that down on your calendar. The heart and love meditation one, that's on May 2nd. So I'm doing 2 in May. So just it's a lot, I know, but anyways. And then lastly, the other offering that I have is if you desire to hold this space for others, I have a teacher training coming up June 4th through 6th. And so the teacher training is a 3-day virtual training where I talk all about this practice, how to hold this space. I teach about the energetics, about the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual elements of this practice, about cannabis, about becoming a cannabis wellness entrepreneur. So if you're interested in resonating in that, then that is to come. And I'll include all of this in the email that I send you tomorrow. So make sure your email gets to me privately here in the chat. Let's see, those are announcements. I wanted to start announcing this now. Because I'll continue to say a lot. I'll say it over the next few weeks, but Monday, May 24th, we're going to take an off week. Oh no. So just mark it on your calendar ahead of time. I'm going to take the day off on Monday, the 24th. My friends are getting married and I love weddings. So I am prioritizing that. So forgive me and thank you. This will have been from December 7th till May 24th will be the first Monday that I've taken off since then. So that's a big accomplishment for me. But I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up ahead of time that we can plan to everybody have an off week. I may reach out to one of my healers in my network and see if somebody wants to take the time slot. So I'll announce that as well for anybody that still wants to meditate on a Monday, just so you know. Okay, so that's kind of my announcements portion of the class. So what I just want to touch on a little bit now is a little bit more about this practice for tonight. So for those that are new, I want to give you a little bit of context so that you feel really confident in going into this practice, especially those that maybe don't have a lot of background. You don't know me, perhaps you don't meditate that often, or perhaps you've never meditated with cannabis before. So I want to give you a little bit of context so that you're prepared into going into tonight's experience. So the first thing I want to mention is that to me, this practice is very spiritual. It's a sacred practice that when I'm guiding meditation, I'm dropping in deeply into my own meditation experience and holding the container from that dimension, I guess you could say. So I say that because I speak very openly and freely about the creator, source, God, the universe, energy of love, whatever you want to call this entity that cannot be described with words. What we're learning in this practice is truly how to come to the creator, to come to the source of all things. And that source is connected to you internally in the energy in your body. So basically, your body is a container for energy. There's energy moving through you all the time. Most of us are just unaware of it. So practices like yoga, meditation, Tai Chi, martial arts, ecstatic dance, being in nature, feeling the Holy Spirit at church. Like there's so many different ways that we have access to this energy body within us. And cannabis meditation is just another way to do it. It's another modality that we have available to us that we can use it to tap into the energy within our being. So basically what happens when you set the intention and you consume cannabis in this way, the cannabis energy, because cannabis has its own energy, just like you have your own energy, the cannabis enters into the body and it starts to mingle and work and play with your energy system. And the way that I describe it is that it illuminates the energy system in your body. So if you lie still, you relax the body and keep the container really soft. Even if the energy feels insane or it's intense or it's moving around your being really fast, the goal here is just to stay calm and to stay relaxed and to keep the body open and soft. So as we're working through this practice, I invite you to just become aware of your mind, become aware of your emotions, become aware of your energy. Notice when the mind has an opinion or it's judging. Notice when the body is in restriction or in tension. Just start to notice yourself. Ultimately, this is a practice of knowing. You are learning to have a knowing of yourself that is beyond what your personality or your ego brain has allowed or up to this point has cultivated. So this practice actually quiets the mind, it quiets the ego, and it allows us to experience ourselves as energy. And what I know to be true based on my own personal journey and now the journey of hundreds of others that have been through this practice and have been doing this work is that the truth that you seek is in the energy in your body, regardless of what the truth is that you are seeking. So perhaps you want to know the truth about yourself as a human, about your trauma, your conditioning, the pain that you carry, your own suffering, or whatever. You'll find that out. Perhaps you want to know the truth about your higher self, your spiritual self, your most soulful self. You can find that out as well. Perhaps you want to know the truth about the creator. You can find that as well here in this practice. And so I had this thought today and I was like, oh, that sounds like a good little infographic I should make for Instagram. But basically the summary is cannabis meditation will show you whatever you're willing to see. Whatever you're willing to look at, you will come to know it there, right? And so some of the experiences that you could have or you might expect could look like a wide range. So sometimes you might lay there and just think about stuff and you're not dropping in and you're just like in your own mind and you're just like buzzing around and it's not very relaxing. And it's like, wow, I'm just sitting here thinking about stuff. So oftentimes that's a reflection of our body's inability to relax. And so if that's your experience, just focusing on the breath, focusing on calming the body, sinking down, settling the body, and just feeling into how you feel is really the best way to kind of combat through a really active mind. Another experience that you might have is that you just drop into the most yummiest, meditative, fucking deliciousness, just floating out of, your body is just without gravity and you're just floating. So just being in that space, just be in it. That's so rich. Another experience might be that it's uncomfortable or it's unpleasant, or you feel like you have to cry, or you have anger, or you have hysterical bits of laughter, or you just have to get energy out of your being, whether through tears or noise or movement. You can allow those things to happen. And so I encourage you that if the body wants to move or shake or wiggle or whatever, you can go into that. You can surrender into that and allow the body to do whatever it needs to do to move the energy. Because what that expression is just that there's energy stuck in there. It wants to be free. It wants to come out. So how can we support it in coming out? We just allow it to move. Sometimes you might have a full-blown spiritual experience, whatever that looks like. Perhaps it's an encounter with your higher self. Perhaps it's an encounter with the creator, and whatever might come of that as well. And any of those experiences are also possible all within one meditation. You might be really active in the mind, and then all of a sudden you drop into a really yummy space, and then all of a sudden you're sobbing on the ground, and then all of a sudden you're standing in front of your higher self like, what the fuck just happened? So all of these things are possible. And so I tell you that in order to support you, so that if something is happening to you and you're like, oh, is this weird? Is this okay? It's like, yes, it's always exactly as it's supposed to be. When you set the intention to consume cannabis for healing, you have to trust the plant and trust the creator that you are being led to your healing exactly as you need in this moment. And so every single meditation is always exactly as it needs to be. You will learn exactly what you need to know right where you are on the journey that you're at. And that is absolute truth. You can count on that. You can take that to the bank, as they say. So all our work is to do is just to trust, to surrender, and to let go, which is the same thing as surrendering, but I like to do words of 3. On Wednesday nights, we do a integration call on Clubhouse. So if you have an iPhone, then Clubhouse is another social media app. You can join that call and just listen to people in the community sharing about their experiences. You can ask questions. You can talk to me or ask me a question or hear from the rest of the community. It's just a really beautiful time for us to connect. And like I said, I'll send you an email tomorrow just to check in, see how you're feeling. If at any point during any of your experiences with me in cannabis meditation, you feel like you need support, if you need help, if it dismantles something in you that feels destabilizing or uncomfortable, I am here for you. I am building a community, and I desire to support people as they use this practice for their healing journey. So please don't ever feel like you are alone, or it's weird, or I'm going to think it's weird because maybe we don't yet know each other personally. You can always reach out to me, Instagram, email, whatever you need. Just reach out. If you need support, just reach out, because I'm here for you. And this practice can be big. So if you haven't already, please send me your email. And if you have any questions or anything that you want me to touch on, please enter that in the chat. I'm going to just quickly throw my Venmo here in the chat in case you want it. And then I think we are getting ready to get started. So make sure you have your weed close by. Make sure that you are comfortable. If you have headphones, it's definitely a much better experience. So I definitely recommend grabbing headphones. Make sure your device is plugged in so that you don't lose me halfway through. And I think we are ready to go. That was a lot of information there. So forgive me for activating your mind so much and then trying to drop you into meditation. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to say. So we're going to be here till about 30 for another 60 minutes. So 90 minutes usually is how long this session is. Once we start, we're going to do some breath work to start, and then I will bless the medicine, and then I will start to guide you through. I'll then invite you to get comfortable to lay down. So stay sitting up until that point. And then I'm going to guide you through feeling energy in your body. And that's all I'm going to do. Just tell you, where do you feel it? What do you feel? It's okay to feel. Do you feel energy in your hands? Do you feel energy in your belly? What do you feel? What are you not feeling? So I'll guide you through that for about 30 or 40 minutes, and then I'll start to bring you back. I'll usually leave the room open for a few minutes. The last couple of weeks, I've been just sharing whatever informational context has come to me. So I'll do that again this week. If anybody wants to stay on and just listen to whatever random inspired thought I have, I'll do that. And if you don't want to listen to it, then just close your computer or log off whenever you're done. And we'll be good. Okay. So if I have everybody's email, your space is set, we're ready to go. I just want to, before we begin, acknowledge and say thank you again for just showing up. For those of you that have committed to this practice, that are in community with me and with the people that are here, like, I'm so grateful for you. And for the new people that are joining, thank you for just trusting me and for coming. My intention is to share this practice with as many people, because I believe that this practice can heal us on a supernatural level that will accelerate our healing and our awakening into remembering what we are. And the more people that remember what we are, the more people that begin to embody love energy in their body, the better our world is going to be. So I simply just want to get as many people meditating on cannabis as possible. So please bring a friend, invite someone, tag them on Instagram, share my stuff. Just be engaged with me as we create a movement, because that's really what I'm trying to do here, is create a movement. So I'm genuinely so grateful and honored to be driving this ship, I guess is the best way to describe it. So that being said, I think we're ready. Let me just get a quick little music check here before we dive in. Little slow internet. And then I do like to say that if at some point you lose internet connection, or if I dip out a little bit, then just trying to focus on staying present with it and not allowing it to pull you out of your meditation experience. Can it just, okay, the internet glitched, we're fine, staying connected to the body and using it as an opportunity to strengthen your concentration and not allow the distraction of a little glitch in the internet to pull you out of that focused state. Okay, so someone give me in the chat, how does the volume of music, the volume of my voice, how does all of this sound for you guys? Someone give me like a thumbs up, or more music, or it's good, great, perfect. You can adjust me in your headphones too if you want. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's just come to a seated posture. Take a minute, and as you're finding your seat, think about just like rocking your sit bones side to side, kind of pulling the flesh away from the bones so that you're really making a deep contact with the surface that you sit on, almost like making an impression in sand. Like, just think about wiggling your butt a little bit and just like rooting the pelvis down into your space. Sitting cross-legged if that feels nice, maybe some pillows underneath the knees so it's not too much stress on the legs. Begin to roll the shoulders down and away from the ears, lengthening the spine. Think about a string pulling you up from the top of the head, and then a string pulling you down from the base of the spine. So stretching all the way up into the ethers, into the cosmos. And then that same string lengthening through the spine down deep into the earth, anchoring you, tethering you to the planet. Just closing the eyes. Just taking a few minutes to just land. Perhaps acknowledging, wow, that was a lot of information she just gave us. She talks really fast and her energy is a lot. It's okay. We can just acknowledge it as it is. Just honor the mind for its desire to retain information and comprehend things. And then let's just begin to drain our energy out of the mind, down into the body, as if water draining out of your being. Just envision that energy draining down the mind, down the spine, through the legs, and then just disperse it into the earth, into the ground that you sit on. So maybe taking a few breaths as you visualize, taking a deep breath in, opening yourself up. And then as you exhale, begin to drain the energy. Just envision it sinking down from the brain, down the body, through the spine, through the legs, and then it just disperses out into the ground. Do that a few more times. So just closing down the eyes and really visualizing energy. Even if you're imagining, just imagine energy draining from the brain, down the spine, through the legs, and then sending it out into the earth. A few more times. One more deep breath like that, inhaling, beginning to open the body, open the self. And as you exhale, begin to drain energy, soften and quiet the mind, direct the attention down into the body. For the next few minutes, we're just going to do some really conscious breathing. So every inhale, I want you to think about really expanding the lungs, opening the chest, inhaling, filling the lungs top to bottom, left to right, front to back, side to side. Fill the lungs. And as you exhale, control the exhale and let out the air as slowly and intentionally as possible. Inhaling, filling the chest, filling the lungs. Use the belly, expand the lungs like balloons, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Take in a little more air. And with control, begin to exhale. Continue to breathe in this way. Every breath more intentional, more full, taking in more air than the breath before it. And with every exhale, seeing if you can send out with you all that is not serving you, all that is weighing you down. Just send it out into the earth, send it out into the atmosphere, give it back to the Creator. Cycle the energy through your body using your breath, inhaling, filling the chest, filling the lungs, filling the belly, taking in as much air as you can. Breathe beyond the point of comfort. And letting it all go. Inhaling, filling up. Be present with your breath. Be intimate with your breath. And exhale, let all of it go. Let go of your worries, let go of your responsibilities, let go of your fear, your shame, your judgment, your all of it. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. Inhaling, filling the air, filling the body with love and light, air and life. Breathe in, open yourself up to life. And breathe out. Continue to breathe with intention. Inhale. Fill the body. Open yourself up to life, to energy, to love. And exhale all that is not love, anything in you that is not in resonance with love, send it out with your breath. Use the breath to open the channel, to open the container. Keep breathing in this way, inhaling fully. Exhaling completely. Inhale, fill the chest, fill the body. Notice any resistance that you are facing. And Exhale with intention. Continue to breathe mindfully, conscious breathing, filling the lungs with oxygen. We normally breathe at about 20% of our capacity. What happens to the brain if you actually fill it with air, with oxygen? And exhale. Notice if the inhale or the exhale is harder or more resisting for you. Continue to breathe in this way for a few more moments, so several more rounds of breath, inhaling fully, exhaling fully. Take notice of any discomfort that you feel in your body. Take notice of any resistance, any tension, any sticky points within your being. Notice what you feel. Continue to breathe in this way. Inhale, fill the chest, fill the lungs, fill the body with light, with life, with air, with love. And softly exhale as you breathe out, letting all of your worries, your fear, your stress, just let it go. Lay it down. Continue to breathe, inhaling deeply. Exhaling slowly, just 2 more deep breaths. Make them the biggest ones yet. Inhale, fill the chest, fill the body. Take in as much air as you can. And exhale. One more time, inhale, fill the chest, fill the body. Take in as much air as you can, and then hold the breath in. Hold the breath in. Press the chest forward. Open the heart. Hold the breath in. Feel the energy building. Hold the breath in. And when you're ready, you can open your mouth and sigh audibly as you exhale. Allow the breath to soften and return to a natural rhythm. And just notice what you feel. Notice what your container feels like before we introduce cannabis to the system. Notice the energy and quality of the mind. Notice the energy and quality of the emotions. You are not the mind. You're not the emotions. You are the energy. I'd like to offer a blessing over our cannabis now. You can follow along with me. What she said is definitely suitable. If you'd like to offer your own blessing, I invite you to do that now. Creator God, we come before you with humble hearts. We are so thankful for this plant, for this ally, this friend, for cannabis, for the ways in which it serves us and our evolution. Oh, forgive me. Forgive me, my friends. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. We are so grateful for this plant, for the ways upon which it serves our evolution. May this experience serve in our healing, that we might be in service of others on their journey. May our experience as a collective, as a group, contribute to the evolution of the collective consciousness. I call in our angel armies, our guides, our protectors, our spirit animals. I anchor us in the consciousness of the Christ as we enter into altered consciousness to come to a knowing within ourselves. May this experience allow us to know ourselves in a new way. And may this experience allow us to know you. Bring your intention to mind for this meditation. As you imagine your intention written in mind's eye in glowing lights, can you envision your intention as a tangible thing? Take a deep breath in, hold the intention in your mind, and as you exhale, send your intention into your cannabis. Infuse the cannabis with your intention. What is it that you seek during this experience? What is it that you desire to know? Take a few breaths as you continue to communicate to this plant and send it your intention for this ceremony. And when you're ready, you can consume. As you're consuming, just be mindful of your breath. Stay as present with your breathing as you're inhaling the cannabis as you did at the beginning of the practice. Pay attention to how it feels as you invite the cannabis into your body and begin to communicate with the intelligence of this plant. Allow and invite the wisdom of the cannabis into your body. Greet your cannabis. Offer gratitude. Come humble to the cannabis as a teacher. Tell the cannabis that it is welcome in your body, that you are ready to receive its wisdom, its guidance. See if you can pinpoint the exact moment that you start to feel the cannabis energy activate or illuminate the energy in your body. Where do you feel the cannabis first? Where's the exact moment that you start to feel it? Perhaps you feel it in your belly, your neck, or your throat. Notice how good it feels the very first moment that the endocannabinoid system comes online. Notice the euphoria, the bliss, the pleasure that you feel. Just be present. Just watch. What does it feel like to be high in the body? Just watch yourself, witness the body, witness the mind. Just remember that just as the stomach digests, the mind, it thinks. It's what it does. But you are not the mind. You have a mind, but you are not the mind. Take a really deep breath in, fill the chest, fill the whole body with air, fill the body with air. And exhale as you let it all go. Notice if you feel energy in your body. Sensation of some kind. Can you feel energy in your body? Energy feels like glitter or tingles, light or movement or temperature, color. Do you feel energy in your body? Perhaps pleasant, perhaps unpleasant, or subtle or intense. Can you just allow the body to feel whatever it needs to feel? Can you relax the body? Can you relax the abdomen? Use your breath to keep the body soft. Inhale deeply. And then open the mouth and audibly sigh as you exhale. Do that again. Inhale, fill the lungs, fill the chest, fill the belly, take in as much air as you can. And then open the mouth and make noise as you exhale. Make sound, vibrate the throat, make noise as you exhale. Your body is made to feel. 34 trillion nerve cells responsible for your feelings. Just allow them to do what they do. Keep the body soft. Keep the mind quiet or witnessing. Allow the mind to watch the energy. Do you feel energy in your hands? Do you feel energy in the biceps or in the chest? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'd like to invite you to get more comfortable now. If you haven't done so already, please come to a reclined position. Stretching out and taking up more room than you normally do. Allow the feet to fall heavy to each side. The thigh bones heavy in the hip sockets. Can you feel the weight of the pelvis against the earth? Heavy, solid. Your center of gravity, the heaviest place on your being. Can you feel the pelvis against the earth? Bringing the arms down by the sides, stretching them out wide, taking up more space than you're used to. Like a child, free, open. Allow the palms to lie naturally facing up, fingers soft and ready to receive. Rolling the shoulder blades down, away from the ears, opening and pressing the heart space up towards the ceiling. Lengthening the back of the neck and tipping the chin back just slightly. Tilt your third eye towards the heavens. And just lay here free and open, unguarded, unbound. Notice what you feel. Can you feel the energy moving through your being? Just be present with how you feel in this posture. And can you relax more? Can you use your breath to relax and open the body? Use your breath. You can use your breath to hold the energy. If the energy feels intense, use your breath. Use the breath. Can you relax the forehead and the eyebrows? Can you relax the eyelids and the eyeballs? Relax the cheeks and the cheekbones. Relax the jaws, the lips, and the tongue. Relax the face and the head. Relax the neck and the throat. Take a deep breath in and through the throat. Send your air through the voice box, through the throat chakra. Send your air through it just like a gust of wind opening the throat. Exhaling all that prevents you from speaking your truth. Relax the collarbones and the shoulders. Relax the shoulder blades and the upper back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out and relax and sink into the earth. Relax the body and sink into the earth. Allow the mother to receive you. Can you feel the energy of the earth as she holds you to her surface? Her gravity is her aura. Her energy is gravity. Can you feel the gravity of the earth holding you to her? You're safe. You're safe. You're so safe. Relax the biceps and the elbows, the forearms. Relax the wrists, the hands, and the fingers. Can you feel energy in your hands? Swirling around the palms like hurricanes. Dancing up and down the fingers. Can you feel energy in your hands? Perhaps it feels like balls of fire, weight sitting on the palms, or perhaps it's in the palms, in the fingers. Can you feel energy? It feels like glitter, tingles, or light. The energy in your hands is your medicine, it's your truth. Can you begin to feel energy in the whole body, running up and down the arms, moving up and down the legs, swirling in the belly, maybe unpleasant, maybe pleasant, perhaps subtle or intense. Can you just allow it to be what it is? Allow the energy to do whatever the energy needs to do. The energy is wise. Can you relax the chest and the heart? Take a deep breath in and through the heart. Imagine your air moving through the heart space, through the heart. Can you breathe in and through the heart?
Breathe in and through the heart. Open the heart space. Open the heart space. Open the heart. Can you relax the upper belly, the mid belly, and the low belly? Feel into your low belly. Can you relax more? Feel into the pelvic bowl, the pelvic floor, the womb. Relax the pelvis and the hip bones, the pubic bone. Relax, relax, relax. Take a deep breath in, send your air down your spine, deep into the pelvic bowl. And like a hurricane swirls around the pelvic bowl, send anything not in resonance with love out with the breath. Inhaling down deep into the pelvic bowl, send your breath into the pelvic bowl. As a tornado swirls around the base of the spine, pull all that is not in resonance with love out with the breath. Open the body, open the channel with the breath. Use the breath to open the channel. Just notice what you feel. Notice what you refuse to feel or you're afraid to feel. Can you just allow your body to communicate with you? Can you allow the body to feel? Just feel the body, feel the energy as it moves, always changing, always in motion. Can you keep the body relaxed? Relax the body, relax. Can you relax the glutes and the hamstrings? Relax the thighs, the sexual organs, the inner thighs, the legs, the knees. Relax the calves, the shins. Relax the ankles and the feet and the toes. Can you relax the whole body? Even when it's intense, even when the mind is active, can you relax the body? Surrender into your being. Can you feel energy in the whole body at the same time? Can you feel energy moving through your being? This is the energy of love. The energy of cannabis combined with your intention for healing creates the energy of love. Can you feel it in your body? It moves through your being. It is more intimate than your breath. The energy of love. It is you, and you are it. Invite the energy of love to reveal itself to you. Who are you? I want to know you. Energy of love. Teach me. Remind me who I am. Allow the energy of love to move through your being, cleansing the nervous system, purging energies that are not in resonance with it. Allow the energy of love to show you who you are. It animates your being. It makes you sparkle, magic. The energy of love as it moves through you. It illuminates you from within. Can you be vulnerable with the energy of love? Can you be intimate with the energy that you feel in your body? Can you sink into it? The energy of love is God, the source, creator. The energy of love is God. It is you, and you are it, a manifestation of the Creator. Your access points to the Creator is in the energy in your body. Sink into what you feel. Dissolve the boundary of the body as you float in an eternal sea of space, energy. Allow the body to dissolve, losing connection to the physical plane. Just experience the self as energy. Weightless, buoyant, floating in an eternal sea of energy. You are the energy of love shoved into a human body, into a human mind. The human holds trauma, conditioning, pain. But you are not the human. You are the energy. Can you be free? Can you let go of something? Can you lay that burden down? Are you done being afraid? Do you have the courage to be in your power? Remember who you are. The energy of love. the Spirit of God. The energy of love in your body is the same energy of love in mine. We are all one. A reflection of the other. Remember who you are. Heal the human and embody the spirit. Body is made to feel, wise beyond the mind. Your body is your most loyal companion. The body holds the truth and the lies. Can you be free? As you begin to bring your consciousness back into your space, just acknowledge the experience that you've had. Acknowledge the body, the place where your experience occurred. Acknowledge the perhaps new way that you've experienced the body today. Perhaps acknowledge the mind. For its desire to integrate this experience. Acknowledge the spirit, the energy, your higher self, your soulful self, your most truest self. Can you acknowledge? Perhaps acknowledging the Great Spirit, Creator, Source, God, whatever name you give it. If you'd like to move the fingers or toes a bit, you can do that, or you can stay right where you are. It is truly my greatest honor, my most sacred gift to hold the space for you, so thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting me. It's not something I take lightly. If you have a word or a phrase, a mantra, a gesture, or something that you'd like to offer as a closing to our ceremony, I invite you to do so now. Amen. Thank you, God. As you gently stir the body, if that feels nice, maybe rolling over onto one side as you change positions, just feel the pleasure in your body. Feel how good it feels to roll over, to bend the knees, to move in some way. You can stay right where you are. I love you deeply. I'm going to play the song that interrupted our blessing, if you don't mind, as a way to close the container. I'll see you next week.
I don't want you to be a stranger. I just want to call you my own, my own. I don't want you to be a stranger. I want to be tied to your soul, your soul. When you call, I come running. I tell you I waste no time. I will meet you in the sacred, beyond the borders of the mind. No more building up these walls now. I will break them down with sound. Oh, I am open, let it be spoken. Big as the ocean. Oh, my love, it knows no bounds. Yeah, I don't want you to be a stranger. I just want to call you my own, my own. I don't want you to be a stranger. I want to be tied to your soul, your soul. Yeah, I confide, I wanna be tied to the chords of your love that are so sublime. Got a home in the original, I tell no lie. Give it all to the subliminal, oh my mind. You see one become two, the two become one. I am not afraid, yes I will not run. I put forth my words with the light of the sun. This is my invitation to my heart station. Yeah, I don't want you to be a stranger. I just wanna call you my own, my own. I don't want you to be a stranger. I wanna be tied to your soul, your soul. I don't want you to be a stranger. I just wanna call you my own, yeah, my own. I don't want you to be a stranger. I wanna be tied to your soul, your soul.
If you are not interested in hearing more talking, or if you want to stay in your meditative space, you may consider logging off or closing your computer, or taking off your headphones. For those that like to stick around, take a few minutes. If anyone has any questions specifically, you're welcome to send them. So what's coming up for me to share is a component of integration, I suppose. So when you have a profound experience in cannabis meditation, whether it's super spiritual or superhuman, because they're both very, very profound if you really think about it. You know, you might have a really big spiritual experience, but you also might have a really big human experience, and both are equally significant. And so then what do we do with that information after we've had that type of experience? How do we then embody or integrate a new knowing into our expression, into the way that we show up in the world? And this is where you're getting into rewiring neural networks in the brain. You're creating a new way of being, of expressing. And so I think that in a lot of these experiences that you have, you gain a new knowing, you gain a new piece of wisdom, like another piece of the puzzle. And then the integration process is to just begin to live your life as if that is true. And sometimes that is hard to do because either the experience was indescribable, or you can't put language around it, or it's unclear in some ways, but there's something that's different, but you just can't articulate it. Or it was something where it was just like really cracking you open, and it was uncomfortable and it was unpleasant and all those things. And like, whatever it was, there's wisdom in that. And when you gather those little nuggets of wisdom, and then you start to move about your day in your knowing of if those things are actually true. So whether you became aware of your overwhelming sense of fear and you had an opportunity to comfort yourself or to receive comfort from me, right? Then there's a part of you that no longer needs to be afraid. And so as you move about your day, you can start to identify moments of time when you get into an old loop or an old cycle of thought or an old habitual nervous system state of being that wants to put you back into the old way of fear. And that could be true about anything. So you could say that to be true about something unpleasant like fear or shame. Or it could also be true on the other end of the spectrum if you saw a vision of your higher self, of your truest self, your most authentic self. If you saw a vision of that, or you had even a little inkling of a knowing that pointed you towards that thing, then the integration becomes to just consciously choose to embody that thing. Right? That's just is what it is now, right? But there is a conscious choice. It's a conscious choice to believe what you experience in cannabis meditation, to believe that it's true, that you can either be free of this thing, and to believe that it's true that you already are your higher self. You're already that. You're already it. It is you. You are it. There's no separation. What keeps you in believing that you're not your higher self yet is our cultural conditioning of productivity and perfectionism. We think our higher self is a perfect human version of Colette, of you, of who you are. It's the person you would be if you got your shit all the way together. That's the way that we project from the ego mind, right? We think if I did yoga 5 days a week and drank 3 green juices and went to bed at 8:30 p.m. with eye cream on, then I would be my higher self. And it's like, no, that's the cultural conditioning of perfectionism that we've all experienced. We all carry that same desire for perfection. But the higher self is in fact the version of you exactly as you are that can look at you and say, you are fucking perfect exactly as you are. are, as exactly in this moment, exactly with all of your shit, exactly with everything that you hold, the raw, the messy, the vulnerable, the scared, the ashamed, the humiliated, the pain, the suffering, any of it. Like, yes, everywhere that you are right now, the higher self looks at you and says, you're fucking perfect. Created on purpose. You're here for a reason. You're at this meditation for a reason. And the higher self looks at you in every moment and says, I love you so fucking much exactly as you are. The higher self in the mind is the gentle, nurturing, compassionate, kind, loving, maternal energy. It's the higher self that comforts you in your stress, that quiets the anxious heart, that holds you in your fear. This is the higher self. It is the self, the personality, the human being that you are, perceiving the world and yourself through a higher state of consciousness, a higher knowing of truth and of love. To see yourself without the eyes of conditioning and trauma and habitual states of being, to look at yourself as the energy of love, an expression of the divine, a manifestation of the creator, to truly turn around and face the self. To face the self. To heal and love the human so that you can embody as the higher self. You're already that. You don't need 5 yogas and 3 green juices and eye cream to become the higher self. You just need to remember that you are already that, and to be gentle on the human parts of your being that have been wounded, that have been hurt, that have been traumatized, that have been oppressed. To be gentle to the parts of your being that have never known comfort or nurturing or true safety in your body. Can you have compassion for the self? Can you sit in the moment that you are and fall in love with every aspect of your being, because every aspect of your being is perfect in every way, in every way. Every moment of your life divinely unfolding before you on purpose for the evolution of your soul and for the collective evolution of our consciousness as a species. Everything is working together. We are all the same. We are all one. When you choose to love the human and to receive the guidance and the love of the higher self, to lay down feelings of unworthiness or shame or fear, and to come repeatedly, consistently, daily, even moment by moment, come humble before the Creator. I want to know you, not with my mind. You can only know the Creator in the body. I want to know you. Can you just have the courage to ask that question? Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak. I deeply love you. I'm so grateful that 25 of you stayed on and listened to that. That feels significant. So thank you so much. I'm just blown away. I'm putting together a book of your stories. So if at any point you want to tell me a story about cannabis meditation and your experiences with it, I'm gonna collect a lot of them and put them into a book. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for your love, for your support, for your encouragement, for your reflection. Thank you for seeing me, for trusting me. I am with you. I am in this with you. I love you. There's so much more to come. Come back. Come on Monday. Bring a friend. Come to... Yes. Yes, Sophie. So good. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, wait. Sorry, there's going to be some background noise. This is the problem with being in someone else's space. I'm over time. I told them 90 minutes. So, okay, wait, I wanted to see that question. Okay. Ocean waters. Did anyone else hear that in our collective breath? Yes. So good. I felt a lot of water. The moon was crazy. Okay. So, thank you guys so much. Sorry, I'm trying to read comments and catch up, but I actually did record this one and I seem particularly proud of this one as well. So thank you for asking. If you want this, just make sure I have your email address. And then tomorrow when I send out the email, I'll include a link to this. I'll put it on my drive and then you can just access it whenever you want. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the full moon. Receive all of the good energy of that pink feminine goddess moon. I love you so much. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for loving me and trusting me. And I'll see you next week. Come to my workshops. The workshops are going to be rad. May 2nd, May 30th. Oh, thank you so much for all this feedback. Weightless. Everyone's feeling this is so good. Thank you, Cami. Thank you, guys. Mia, thank you for coming. It's so good. Sophie, yes, thank you. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Friends. Yes, Brooke, that would be so rad. Thank you. Mark May 30th for the women's thing. May 30th, Sunday, for the sexual healing and trauma workshop with the ladies. Love you guys so much. I'll see you so soon.